Hey everybody, how are you doing today? I can't believe it. This is 2 videos in one day. A little crazy for even for me. Hey everybody. I see Charlotta was the Charlotta and Glum and Teresita. All right, there's Laura. How is everybody? Hi Brenda. Thanks for watching. Whoever was there. I know Brenda was there. Hi Diane and Angie. Haven't seen you in a while, Angie, to say hello. Hi Darlene. How's everybody doing? Hi, Linda and Lori. You must be off today. Linda Cooper. Oh, hey, Leslie. Hi, Amy. Oh, thanks, everybody. Hi, Rhonda. Yeah, it was a kind of a weekend, man. And I mean, that hospital is beautiful and they're really nice there. Hi, Lenine and Elaine. But it was not good. Mom had a really bad day on Saturday, and I just thought, that's it. Hi, Gwen. And today they're talking about sending her home. Hi, Sue. And Stamps Too Much. Did I say Gwen? Hey, Karen Bierce. Welcome home. Karen Gartland. Michelle. Good to see. The Karen Club is here. So anyway, it was a lot and a lot of driving, but I made it, and today we had a fun class. We were over on FaveCrafts and we made a little journal. Well, this is the one a little more colorful, but they're both cute. And so I'm going to continue what I started this morning. I mean, we got the basic frame of the book done. We did one insert, but there are still some things that I want to finish. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in a minute, but just a few announcements about where I'm going to be. Thanks, everybody. Team Karen, excuse me. I knew I said that wrong. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, she was talking today, though. Like, usually, if we ask a question, I'd say 1 out of 5 times she'll respond with a word. Yesterday, my sister called me, and I heard her say, Kathy, come here, or something. I was like, what? So in a way, she's kind of coming back to herself, but I don't know if she's ready to go home or if my sister is ready to have her be there. So it's, I don't know. Hey, Dorothy. Well, we will just see what happens and keep going. And the thing is, like, I'm teaching a lot in the next month. So I'm just going to have to see what happens. So, yes, poor mom. She is doing okay. I mean, today she looked pretty good. You know, every day is a different thing. So that's with everybody, though. You know, we all have our days, but with her, it's just a little more drastic. Hey, Lisa Townsend. Is your studio all torn up yet, Lisa, or is that after Christmas? I can't remember when you're doing your floor. Thank you for keeping mom in your prayers, guys. That trip is getting worse and worse. Oh, well, we had fun. It was good to see my sister. All right. Thanks, Lynn. All right. So let me just quickly go through the events coming up. It is hard to rest in a hospital. Yeah. It may be good. It may. It is a disaster. Okay, Lisa. Sounds like you started tearing it up. Well, that's all right. Think of how good it's going to be. Okay, so tomorrow I have a class at Golden's Hill Paper Crafts, and that is right here about half an hour from me. So if anybody wants to come, we're doing this really fun little book, and this is my practice. This is what I'm going to be teaching at all the retreats, and it's full of stuff, and we're going to have to do it in 2 hours. So we'll see how that goes, but it's practice tomorrow. So that's 10:30 till 2 or 3 hours. So we'll see. But if you want to sign up, you can get in touch with Ronnie at Golden Hill Paper Crafts. Okay, so October 24th to the 27th, I'm going to be in Clanton, Alabama at May May's Place for the Christmas Craft Acropolis. That's going to be fun, and I'm going to see some of you guys there. I can't wait. And then I'm flying from there up to Winnipeg, Canada. Like, May May's goes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I teach in the morning, then I fly up at night to Winnipeg, and all that information is always on each of the websites, and I have little links I'll show you in a minute, but I don't think I could do it all at the same time. November 10th, I'll be at Scrappin' in the City. That's in Knoxville, Tennessee. That's a really fun place, and I'll have 2 classes there and like a round robin. That's going to be fun. And then November 16th to the 18th, I'll be in Iowa at Scrap Mania. They're having a retreat, and Stacy has a retreat house. She has a 13,000 square foot store. So I can't wait to see it because she has expanded since last time I was there. So that's all for now. That's plenty. Oh yeah, the jet setter. Not really. Eileen, the tired person. What else? Have you guys been adding your banners to the group? We have an album in the group, and we hope that you will add them so that we can see what you've done. We have prizes that we're giving out, and I thought let's keep that going until October 19th. That's right before I leave, so we can kind of wrap it up then. Not that you have to stop making banners, but that's when we'll end it and we'll give the prizes. Okay, so if you have any banners that you've created using my dies and you're in the fan club and you want to go and share them, please do. And we would love to see them. And Madeline, I got to thank her for all the work that she did with our group, our banner party that we had. So that would be really cool. And what else? We have Comfort and Joy coming up in November. The Etsy shop is open if there's anything you need. I've new packages of napkins, which I showed this morning. So that, and then check out the blog, because we have new projects coming up all the time, and I usually share them in Instagram. So, and then also, if you haven't joined the fan club, go ahead and join it. I know we got a lot of new members today. That was really nice because they were on the first video that I did, which showed how to create the base of the book. And thank you, Glum. She is so quick. Someday you can dream I will fly to Glasgow. You never know. You never know, Karen. I also wanted to show you guys, this is what we made last week out of the full-size journal. And I actually did add some things to it. I got my book in there and I kind of started writing, but I can't remember if this is, oh, this is the life side. And then this is the work side. So I have 2 places where I can put my stuff, also little pockets, and I made these out of the remaining pieces of file folder. Oh, good. Thank you, Glum. Here. And I also got my little pen loop, pencil loop, whatever. So when you make a journal like this, I would encourage you, think of how you're going to use it and customize it for how you will use it. If you use a pen, then make a wider pen loop, actual pen loop, this a pencil loop. But, if you're going to be opening and closing a lot, just think about the best way that you want to kind of customize it for yourself. 83 members needed to 8,000. So if you haven't joined, guys, come on in and join us. Okay. All right. I think that's all my announcements. So let me just move some stuff around here and go to this. Wow. Today I did Zoom and I kind of forgot how you do it, but figured it out right in the nick of time. Okay, this is the one that I made, the first one. And this was fun. This was all big, one big chunk of napkin. And I was so mad up there, I kind of tore it. And I keep thinking, oh, I'll do another one on top of it, but I haven't. This I want to show because this is really cool. This was a real shiny silver, and I have some things in here that I thought I might use, but this is what it looked like. And you can, I don't know if you can see the difference, but well, I'll show you when it gets to be time. But I added luster wax to it, and it really worked well. So that was that. And this one, I am going to do one insert book that looks a lot like this, but I'm going to use Sizzix cardstock just to show how you can use the die to make your insert books. But I did want to go ahead, and the first thing I want to do is add a little bit more napkin to the inside here because I feel like it's kind of plain. And so I'm going to get out my decoupage medium again. I don't know how many of you guys were over there, but if you want to see how to build this, you know, if you don't know, it's called the Pocket Notebook. And all we did was we covered it with text papers, dictionary pages, musical notes, things like that, old papers. And then we decoupaged the covers, and then we glued them together, and we also put the spine, the strings in here. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to repair, because I saw a couple places where this is kind of lifting up, like right here. You could take your glue stick and do it, but I'm just going to go ahead, since I have this out, and just kind of stick that down with my fingers and just kind of feel around and see if you see anything else that seems like it's loose or, you know, coming apart, because you don't want to do that. You don't want to have to mess with that. So there's some up there. Just going to glue that down again. Even if there's nothing here, it doesn't hurt to do this, you know. So I'm going to turn this over, and I did find some pretty leaves that I thought would go. The colors are nice, and so I'm going to add these in. And look at that. We don't have that wacky, weird color that it does sometimes. Here is the, these are the napkins, just to have a quick flip through here. I like that one. That would be a nice image. I love that one. And I thought about doing that one, but it's a little wide. I probably could have. Maybe I should have, and I might do another one. This is just a nice plaid. This is nice too. The only thing about these, now here is a clear image, but you know, if it's underneath something, then you kind of have to take both of them, but so what? There's a lot going on in these things. This is a good one, because that would be a nice shape, and that's single one. And I also like the words here, and this is French. This, I just love the color. It looks so happy, and these cute little butterflies were kind of fun, and I like the pink. You don't usually see that for fall. Sunflowers, just classic. That would be a beautiful cover. Just that, you know, just go around the edges and put that on. I love sunflowers. This one is pretty too, and I like the darker background, and I think you could, if you wanted, just put the whole thing right on there. Here is another, it's kind of a sunflower. There are a lot of varieties of sunflowers. So I'm not sure. Oh, everybody's saying, can someone say what kind of elastic cord? I haven't ever bought that. Sure, I will talk about that in 1 minute, Michelle. And here are some more. And actually, there's these two or three. Oh, wait a minute. These right here. Well, we used one of them to do the cover. That was this one. Okay, so this, there are 15 or 16, I can't remember, 15 or 16 napkins in the set, and you can find that over in the Etsy store. As I was showing in the other video, you just get so much use out of, you know, you really use these, because there's a lot of territory on here. So you could do a couple journals out of that, or you could cover an insert book or whatever. Just be a little careful. I put them in a file, in a like a folder, because I don't want to tear them up. But let's go ahead and just place some of these in here. And I think I want to have it like they're falling down from the sky, you know. That one was an edge, so I'm going to have to Put that on a corner there. And this one is pretty. And we can overlap them. We don't have to use them all either. I just want to get a little bit of color over here because it seemed kind of plain. Can't have that. How are you guys all doing? Do you have a good weekend? The weather was yucky. Driving up, it poured. And the next day was not great either, but then Sunday was pretty. And it's getting chilly, and I love it. I mean, isn't this fun? I love doing this. Maybe baby one. Over here. And you could ink if you wanted. I just would rather do other stuff. But it just takes up time when I'm online, but you could. And let's do this one first. Let's have that one going this way. So I hope all of you are doing well. I'm getting in the spirit of the fall and things getting cool and spending a little time inside, creating. I can't wait. All right, let's see. That one's chubby. That one can go up there. Even if you just drop it down, it's so sheer. Look at that. You can't even see the edges of these. This little one. All right, so I wanted to do this first so I can let this dry. And then we will go on to the pages. Since this is all put together, I feel like that needs something else. You could even just have it go off the page here. I think I'll do that. Because otherwise it's spaced too closely. So we'll just tear that off when we're done. So I have a couple left over. Oh, I did want to show, see here I ripped one, but you can see, let's just go up here and add that. And actually you can fix it and you'll never know. Just kind of go over it and it looks like it was all one piece. So there we go. We have the inside done. And actually this piece here, maybe it could go on the side right here. Like there's a little bit of space. See, this is where it gets very fragile. When it has glue on it. This could be a mistake. Those famous words. I want that to move over a little bit because now that would be somewhere that I would ink the edge so you just don't notice, but okay. It's easy to play with this and get carried away, but I think the next thing I'm going to do is need undo for life's pitfalls. That's true. All right, let's put this over here. I don't think I need that anymore. And let's finish up our book. I showed how in the first class, first part of this, and that's over on FaveCrafts. Tomorrow I'm going to have a link, so I'll put up the first half of the class, and you can see how to get the base going. But you guys already know all this stuff. Okay, so all I did was I took my pages. This is a 6 by 6 paper. And this is the pad that I used. I looked at these other ones too, and they were kind of pretty, but I felt like this pad really had the colors that I used in the napkins. This had a couple. It had some sunflowers, and this was more dark, so I just went with that one. Even though it's kind of a crazy, that's a lot of pattern. But what I did was I just trimmed off this little strip to make 6x6 pages. And I saw this one, which I really like because I think that'll make a nice journaling card, you know? So, all right. So what I did was I took my little scoring board here. I should have marked it on my, let me get that off, on my thing up here. This is 3 inches, so you're going to take your paper and let's just do this leaf one. Oh, well, I didn't trim it, but we can just, 3 3¼ So you could do 3¼ or you could do 2 3/4. It doesn't really matter. It's just gonna add a 1/2 inch to one side and or a 1/4 inch to one side and a 1/2 inch to another. Or it it makes them 2 different sizes. I'm gonna trim this off while I'm thinking about it because I just get right up to the edge and trim that. And I kept these. I don't know. They're probably won't do anything with them, but you never know. All right, so I have a bunch of pages, and someone was asking this morning how many I usually do, but I basically look in my book and see how full it's getting, and I go by that. So I did go ahead and I kind of put these in the order that I liked, and they're pretty wild pages here, except for that one. That's boring, but this like that. I'll do this one first, and then that. So that's the order that I want. And this is going to give me little pockets when I'm done. So I'll show you. Get to it. So I take the smaller page and put the glue on that, or else you get glue everywhere. And I did notice last time this morning, they kind of came apart. I don't know if it was that I was not letting them sit long enough, or I'm not sure what the problem was, but one thing you do want to do is make sure the spine is all even like that, and these sides here. So what I usually do is just kind of put my hands on it while I'm, doing it for you guys, just to make sure. The other thing was I thought I wasn't putting any glue here, on the edge, because when you put that in a book, it's going to stop. The spine is going to stop it. It won't be able to get out. But if you're going to take it out and work in it, you may want to glue down here. And I see that that's kind of coming apart. But in a way, I kind of want it thicker so that I don't have to put in as many pages. And make sure your glue, oh, that was bad, doesn't come over like that. But we could go around and ink this if we wanted. Is that what I was going to do? I think so. So I like the way these butt up to each other, and, it's just like a nice little fun book to look at. And have pockets. Can't have enough pockets. So probably ought to do this like that, and then the glue won't get on other things. I just want to make sure it's flat though. Okay. Hey, Diane Mullins. You find the Nouveau glue takes longer to dry. I think that's what it is. I think so too. I hadn't thought about that because I'm thinking of this as art glitter, but it's not. I don't mind it though. It's pretty good. I like it. Oh, I really like this little. You know what? I'm going to turn this one around and make this pocket be like that. So the tag is going to have to stick out here. That's all right. You can make it however you want. You might have a thick tag and you want it in there. Yeah, I think it does take a little longer to dry. I think that's true, Leslie. All right. What I would probably do is, and I can do this, take my binder clip, my little Dollar Tree clips, and when I'm done gluing them all together, do that. Maybe I want to go like that. So that's a lot of pattern, you know? Yeah. So just, you know, it'd be better to do this before you start because that looks a little wacky, but it's all the same color. So I am really liking this. And I think that it is holding, because when I went home, when I went to New York, I did not kept that. And I just let it sit there for a couple days. Well, the weekend, but still. Oh, Diane, yeah, Mom is. It is a lot of pattern, Angie. Mom is, well, I think she's going to my sister's, but I mean, and the other thing was we had talks with the doctors and they said, you know, you really should apply or try to get hospice involved because of the services. Not that, you know, Mom is in immediate danger of going anywhere, but because if you qualify, you can have people out to the house and help, you know, with bathing and all that stuff. And we said, yeah, let's do it. But then it turned out that because she was eating, she didn't qualify. Then she stopped eating over the weekend. So now she qualifies. So anyway, if she does go back to my sister's, then, you know, they'll have a little more help, but still a lot. And I'm not going to be there, you know, I can't go up and help. So that's kind of killing me. But we'll figure something out. Okay, so the next one that I want to do, I thought this paper is beautiful. This is perfect for these colors of these napkins. So I'm going to make another little insert out of some of these pretty papers. Just got to open this. And these are solid, so they're not as crazy, you know, but look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? I love that one. I don't know the name of it, but these just look really nice. Oops. Oh, you can't see them here. That one, let's see. No, that one's a little, I don't know about that one. Maybe this one seems a little darker. Yeah, maybe that's better. But I'm only going to do a couple, but these are pretty thick, so I think that these will make a nice little booklet. And I just want to show how you can use the die to cut these. And I think there is a teal here, so we have to put that. And that might be, I kind of want to do, oh, here's a light one. That's pretty. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is get my machine up here. My die. So just in case you didn't know how to do this, here's the, oh, that's not the one. Where'd it go? Oh, over here. So underneath everything. Just to go over what I used, I might as well have right. The book itself is made out of the Sizzix mat board as a base. I did use Easy Cut adhesive just to get that base layer on because I didn't have time to do 2 layers of decoupage. It wouldn't have dried in time. So I did my first set. I added it onto my covers, and then I added my paper. Then I cut it. And then this is the die. This is the pocket notebook, and that's what I'm using. This would work with any of them. So if you don't have that one, don't worry, because you could use any of them. All right. So let's just put this up here. So this is the piece that we use for the covers, and this here is for the pages. So you can see I've got this washi tape here, and the reason I have that is it tells me how thick or how deep I want my book to be. So I'm going to lay my fold on this line, and then I'm going to run it through. So I have a cutting pad underneath. And so let's just take the book and see how thick we want it to be. All right. So I'd say 3.5, 3 3/4. Let's do 3 3/4. So, oh, I could do that right on my scoring board. How about that? In fact, I just happen to have a Sizzix scoring tool right here. All right, so 3 3/4. Get my little gadget out of here. 3 3/4. Oops. All right, wait a minute. How do I do this again? I have to bring this over here. I'm so confused. No, I can't do that because then I can't see. Wait a minute. Go through here. No, I lay that there. Never mind. Sorry, don't mind me. Is that 3 3/4? No, this goes over to here. Don't mind me at all, please. It's been a busy week. All right, so that's 3 3/4. I wonder if we could make like a little pocket if we did another 3 3/4. And yeah, sorry. Should have done this ahead of time. What can I say? I thought I was in good shape, so I went out to the post office and I did a bunch of other stuff. Oh, I'm ready to go. 3 3/4. And then I'm going to trim a little bit of this off. And look at how handy that is because I've got it right here and I can just trim whatever I want. I think I'm going to do another 3 3/4 and then, or even a little bit less because I think I want to make like a little pocket. Like a little, you know, slash pocket here. We can bend that in. Yeah, let's just chop off a little bit. And then we could use the pocket in a book, you know, as like a corner. So I'm just eyeballing this, but I'm thinking that would make a nice little insert book. Now this is a little tall. How tall did we want that? Oh, I forgot I was going to do this in on the die. 6.5. So let's say 6.5. We'll do the next one on the die. Cut off this end. So this is where we're just kind of playing around and getting this done. That's 3 layers of paper. So, yeah, okay. That's good. Let's just make sure. That is a little bit wide, but I think that should be fine. It's not going to stick out the side. And even if it did, you could put little tabs on it or something. So what is the size of the little lined notebooks that I bought? The little lined notebooks. I'm not sure. Yes, isn't this a nice trimmer? I know. I just have to figure out how to work it. I was using my little one before. So 3 3/4 times 2 is 7.5. Is that correct? The rest I'm just going to cut at 7.5 by 6.5. Please, somebody that with math skills, let me know if that's right. And this will be fun because we could use these pieces too after. It is very clean looking. Yeah, it's pretty. 7.5. Let's hope that was right. And I could do another little folder. I just hate to, sometimes I don't like to cut them if they're, you know, looking good, but all right. And then we need to go down to 6.5. I probably could do 2 at a time, but just want to make sure. Now, honestly, we could just fold these in half and be done with it, but I just want to show you how you could use, if like say you had a lot of them, you didn't want to think about it every time, you could just have them cut down to size and then, you know, put them through, because this is kind of a weird size for a notebook. It wasn't like those little ones we could get in the Dollar Tree or anything. So you can just fold these in half because they're all going to go. And the other thing is, actually, let me show you a good reason for doing it this way. I'm going to line these all up in a stack, and then we're going to cut them all at one time, and then you'll see the benefit, because otherwise, if you don't like how they fan out, you know, like because of the depth of the paper, and you know, you get that kind of fan look. If you're not a fan of it, you can get nice clean edges, and I'll show you how. All right, so I'm putting the textured side, doesn't really matter, on the outside here. And then we want to figure out what order we want these in. I think maybe this is always pretty. Let's do this and this. Okay. So see how that's fanning a little bit? We're going to put it on the die. Now, hopefully, that's 8 layers of paper, and it's pretty thick cardstock. Let's see how it goes. All right. And here is our line. So I'm taking my fold here, and I'm going to lay that on there. Now this is going to trim down. You know what? Maybe I'm going to back that up a little bit and make that a little bit thicker. And I'm also going to get my smaller cutting pad because that makes it easier to get at. This is going to have a lot of like papers that are I'm going to do that twice just to make sure. What the other thing that it's doing is it's compressing it and pressing down that spine. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. All right, just a little bit out here. So probably 3 would have been just right, but I can trim that off. Or I can just sand it off. Okay, so look at that. It's a perfect little book. Yay, I like that. Okay. So see the die cut, so it's just perfect. All right, let me put this down. Okay, so let's get our journal, see if it is dry. Here it is. Oh, and we also have this piece. Now this is going to be weird because it's a different size. Oh, and that just fits inside here. That's kind of nice too. So we can put that wherever we want, and those colors really do look nice. And let's get our other one here. So this one has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought there were 7. But anyway, you just go in the middle. Actually, that kind of looks like that, doesn't it? And just whichever one you want to put it in, you can take them in, out, however you want. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, these are a little bit different sizes, but I could take that again through my die machine, just, you know, edge it down a little bit, and it would be the exact same size, but I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to make this and put this in the back. So you don't have to have all the same size, right? Let's just glue this down. I think those colors are really pretty. I want to look in there and see. I think it's called Botanical. Is that right, Angie? You're there? Oh, yeah, she is there. Is that the name of this pack? Can't find it now. Yes, 10 botanical colors. Okay. So that's a cute little folder. All right. So now we have another thing to put in here. Now the only thing is, if this is too tight, that's going to bite into this corner. So what I usually do is I take my corner punch. Is that the corner? Yeah. And I do on the edges here. And what happens is now that's going to rest in this little notch. If this is a little bit precarious, I might take another paper and I feel like I need to round them all now. And I could strengthen the cover by adding another piece of paper, you know. Oh, heck, why is that not? Okay. So let's see if this does any better. Should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually, that's perfect. So we could go ahead and round all these corners too. But basically we have our insert, okay? Yes, it is. I looked at it, Angie. It's botanical. Did you talk about elastic? No, let's talk about that right now. This is a 1.5 millimeter elastic. I like this for most journals. The only one that I might use a larger one for is the full-size journal or the journal, you know, the tall one, because those papers are, there's more distance in between, and I just feel like they might need a little more strength. This actually, I don't know. I might have ordered this. Yeah, I think I did order this online. I just get either the black or white. And if you get the white, you can dye it any color you want. But this seemed more fallish. You know, I wish I had brown, and I could have dyed some, but I just didn't mess with it. So let's go ahead. It looks like we have a little bit more to sand down here. So this is so easy. And it also adds a nice distressed look. And you can even come in a little and kind of sand this off here, and it looks cool. And then you will have dust everywhere. That's okay. Okay. So the other things that I thought would be good. So anyway, in the other video, I show how to string this, but it's very simple. And if you've done any other journals, it's the same way. You know, you're going to have two strings on the outside and two in the middle. And you can do it in one continuous piece, and that's how you get that. But if you want, you could just tie each one separately, you know, and have just 3 separate strings. So this is what I get. But you could use whatever you have. It's what you see at Joann's, or, you know, there's no, you could use the thicker, but I find that this works a little better. You know, the braided kind is not as good. All right, so what I wanted to do was repair loose napkin, which we did. I added the napkin inside. I made the Sizzix paper insert. I used the die to cut. And now I want to add a closure. I think that is so pretty. All right, let me show you what I found in my drawer. Shoot, I knew there was another page. Oh well. I could add it, you know, not a problem. All right, these are some things that I just looked through my junk drawer, and I thought some of these might be cute on here, like that color, or even that red might be kind of cool, you know? So that was one. Then I was thinking these little, I guess, I don't know what you call it, but it's like a photo stop or a wheel that, you know, closes a, I don't know. I don't know what to call it. Anybody know? These little sunflowers I thought were kind of fun, you know, to tuck one right on here. I didn't know how flat. Oh, it's a charm. So yeah, you could just glue it on there, but I don't know how, if it would stick. I use these hard, like you know, if there's stuff on here, it really has to be tacked down because I will probably, you know, mess it up. I like how that exciting came out. Isn't that cool? So another thought that I had, all right, these are some kind of organic charms that I thought were cool, which I think I would like to add to the side. Maybe that brown or gold would be pretty. And these were some brads that, you know, I thought these looked fallish, or even that. And then this, I was kind of thinking, look at that, 59 cents. Am I a good shopper or what? Would be so cute to add the sunflower. Yes, I know. And I never used them. So I was thinking to do this oval right up here and then put a word, like stamp a word and put it in there. And I think I do want to do that. What else? Oh, and then for the closure, oh, and this was a really cool pin that I found, but it seems kind of fancy. I don't know. If I put a metal label up here, I don't know if that would work, but I probably could use it inside as like a, you know, little accent or page tab kind of, you know, it's like, it's flat. It's not a curved one. So I think that could work in there. And it's just kind of pretty. I like the gold. So these were things that I found. You get carried away with charms on binding. Yeah. You can't get too, they're fun. And then these were the ones that I had used. So this one says Dream Big. I like that one. That's the tree. And I do want to show you that technique. And then I found a couple other leaves. So I think I will just go ahead and do that. And then this was actually on a charm, you know, this little thing with an Eiffel Tower. So maybe I will just add that whole thing. So let me put this other stuff. Not that I'm not going to use it. I just need to get out of the way for a minute. All right. And this, you need to have a buffer area here because this could get messy. And I probably will get stuff on my hands. I'll tell you right now. Okay. But this is a cool thing. So this is the luster wax. And I don't know what color. What do you think? Gold? This one would be pretty too. I think the silver is too cold. So I'm not going to do that. But I just have these little foam brush things. And let's just do a couple of each. So I'm going to do the gold. So I'm going to match up my little thing and squish around here. And I have a pretty good coating. And then, actually, I'm going to hold this with my die pick so I don't get it on my hands because it is. I have a black shirt on, I can just see. Oh, look at that. Isn't it cool? I'm going to do the back too because it moves around. And then I'm going to wipe it off, some of it off. But it really dulls down that silver, I think. So pretty. Let me get the loop too. And then I'm going to burnish that with my horrible. Right, let's see if I can actually. Oh, I got the tip of my die pick gold. Oops. But I'm just going to kind of brush that off. Not all of it. And I'll show you in a second when I turn this over and do it. It's really cool. And depending on how much you brush off, you know, you don't have to brush any. And I think that after a while, it probably would dry. But look at that. Isn't it cool? It's just, you know, not that shiny, bright silver. So you love a chunky charm on a book. Yes, me too. It is jewelry. All right, I don't care. So that's a little mini one. I don't think we need that, but this is pretty. And then I think I will do a rose gold one too. And I'll hold this one up so you can see the difference. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? I'm not sure if that's showing there, but. And then let's do a rose gold Dream Big. And I'm not sure how this is going to work because it might go down into the word part and we might lose them, but it depends on how much you put on it, I think. But look at this. Oh, wait a minute. I was covering that. So anyway, I really like this. You can't really tell with the light in here, but it is definitely knocked down. It's not shiny. So I think we have enough charms. And I'm just gonna wipe my hands off. Yeah, I like the copper. I think it's actually rose gold. Yeah. So those we did not do. We still could. I only did the one side. So let me just add a little bit more. You guys don't mind if I have gold. Look at that. Isn't that pretty, kind of? Ooh. I think, you know how people do their nails? That's my version. I only did nails when I went out to Sizzix, and then they were a mess after that. And they probably will go back to being a mess again. All right, so here is our little, let me just get this off. I don't want it on my finger. I don't care about my nail. Okay. All right, so let's just open this up and add these charms on here. Have to go that way. And then we're just going to loop them over the... I could add a chain and have them hanging down too. That would be pretty. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I'll do this on here, and then it will hang lower. And it will just be a little more to dangle. And I could put beads, and there's tons more things that I could add to this, but okay. Oh, what did I do? So I didn't get it through the loop. Okay. It's kind of big, but I think we can do it. And then I'm just going to bring one side up through here. Oh, that actually might be fine. And loop it through. All right, all of your closures are going to be different, but yeah, that's cute. What do you think? Kind of too clumped? I can always play with this. All right. So there's that. And then for the closure, what I was thinking was that I would, oh, here's that. I want to do that. How much time? Look at, ooh, 5 minutes. All right. Yes. I just wanted to do a very easy hitch fastener closure. So there's a gold one right here, or the copper would be fine. So what I'm going to do is get my copper. Ooh, I had a problem here. All right, so the smaller crocodile hole is the best size for this. So, oh, you know what? Let me sand this before. So what I was thinking was I put a little closure here and then punch a hole in the back, a little elastic. It'll just loop over. It's adjustable, just simple. The other thought I had was put a button over here and a loop back here and close it over that. You know what I mean? But I think I'm just going to go for this. So I'm going about right in the middle or so, punching a hole, put my little screw on the bottom here, and then just screw it on. Okay. And now, a little bit of elastic. And just punch another hole. I think we did just this just the other day, so sorry about that. And just tie a little knot here. Oh wow, this is tiny, tiny. I don't know, my fingers may not cooperate here. I should have made it longer. You know what? Let me see. I might have another color. I did clean out all of my elastics the other day. So these are all of my black ones. Oh, you know what? I might be able to use. Oh, that one's pretty. Oh, this looks like one that I dyed. Yeah, this is a brown. So let's use this. I'm just leaving more, even though I'm going to chop it off, it's easier to tie a knot with a longer strand. And it doesn't have to go too far, so it's even too much. This is the part I hate the most because my fingers are just too fat. Okay. Well, this should work. There should be a little tension here, but look at that. All right, we're getting there, guys. Almost there. Hang on. So you could do this a couple different ways. I'm just going to thread it through here, bring it up and around. Okay, so there's our little closure. What's everybody saying? I love the rose gold and rainbow lilac. Yeah, I haven't really used that so much, Angie. The rainbow one, lilac. Because I mostly work on lighter paper, so it doesn't show up as much. Okay, so let's... Do you know how old this is? Making Memories. This is probably 20 years old. Oh, they're breads. Okay. All right. I think, I don't know if I love this color on here, but it does stand out. See, it doesn't, I could add, you know what? Let's hit that with some, just a little bit. I need to. See how useful? Yeah. Wow, look at that. So cool. You see that? It went from silver to gold. Yeah, much better. Okay, let's even do these little guys. I'm going to let them dry for a minute. I don't know if I want to poke a hole through the book because then those little brads will be peeking through. So what I might do is just glue these in here or open them up and just glue the whole thing. But I want to make sure that I have a sentiment first. So, man, they're sharp. I don't know what I want to say, and I don't have my stamps out right this minute. So I might wait on that. Let that thing go. Just gonna, oh, there's a Sizzix tool that does, nope, can't find it. All right, well, there is a Sizzix tool. I just want to have it so that you can't see the ends of the brads and it stays open. Man, that would hurt. All right, we're close, guys. Sorry. Oh, well, I think this might be my last. What else do you think it needs, guys? All right. You know you're an old crafter when you have supplies manufacturers long gone out of business. Yes. Where's the side cutters? I could have done that, but I want them to stick down. Uh-oh. Well, there's a new distress in my tabletop. Let's see, what else? Oh my goodness. Yes, making memories. All right, so I would put a word in here. Like, I have one that says big plans. I might do that. And I might fiddle around with these charms a little bit. Let me see what else I said. Oh, well, those are all the things that I wanted to do. I can't believe it. I got them all done. Okay, but the book's not done yet. I need to put some stuff in here. I did have ideas for like little pockets and, you know, these here are, I want to fill them with like journaling cards, maybe put a pocket over here. I don't want to touch it, but I have all this paper left and I think that would be pretty to use in here, you know, to have a little plain color instead of all that. But I think, look at how that green goes. Isn't that perfect? Like a little bookmark or a belly band or something. So I'm going to play with this a little bit more when I have a minute. I'm busy getting lists to all the Sizzix and the stores and going back and forth and trying to get stuff lined up. You know what else would be pretty? To just take a little bit of this and go around the edge, don't you think? I'm going to use this thing though. I think that would be pretty. Oh yeah, just a little bit of something here. Yes. What do you think? Can you see it sparkling? Just a little bit. Maybe even like this. Oops. Yeah. Pretty. I like it. Can you guys see it? I don't know if it's showing up, but it's just giving it just a little bit. You can see over here, gleaming. You had that paper, but you've used it all. I really like it. Ordered the new napkin. I saw. Thank you, Brenda. I will mail that tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. It kind of gives it a little texture. So I think I will go ahead and do the rest of it. And I'm really happy with my little book. So we did that in 2 classes. I think that's pretty good. Don't you think? Napkin album, full-size journal. Oh, that would be pretty. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thanks. Hey, Amy Reagan. Good to see you. All right. Well, that is the book. I like it. I kind of like this one better than the other one. I feel like this is almost a little drab for me. Where did it go? I'm afraid to touch anything. But anyway, I might continue on this a little bit because I'm really loving this and I need something happy right now in my life. So I'm going to go up and have dinner and then maybe come down and just do a little more crafting. Can't get enough, guys. All right. Well, thanks so much for crafting along with me. And I hope that you guys get out your dies. You know, it could be an old one, a new one. You know, just make something. Just start because you just feel so much better to be doing something and winding up with something that makes you happy. So anyway, thanks for everything, for all your prayers, for sticking with me and being on the journey. And we all are together. So I'm really happy that you're here with me. So thank you so much. And we'll see you on Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow I have a class. So tomorrow I'll see you on Thursday. If there's anything that you want me to show, any of the new people, just put it in the fan club and let me know, and we will, do a video for you. Okay. Oh, thank you, Carrie. It is. It's very fulfilling, I think. All right. Well, thanks for coming, Angie. And I don't know, Angie, if you're also Sizzix, your, other personality. Oh, thank you, Amy. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Take it easy, guys. Have a great night. See ya. Bye.